Okay, we are live now on YouTube. So, hello, good afternoon, people. Um, Today we are going to talk about as being a self-sufficient person, but not in the context like being a proud person, or like a selfish person, but being a self-sufficient person in contexts like independence, independent person, like in this context, right? I think you got me. So let me just finish this, and yes. Marcela, one more thing about Talk and Talk is every meeting we start introducing ourselves. So you will introduce yourself every meeting here, and I do this since the beginning of the pandemic because I will start to introduce myself. My name is Elida. I am 23 years old. I live in a small city in Ceará, but I was born in Fortaleza. I work at a lab, a medical lab, and that's the reason that I had to change my schedule because a lab we start very early, because of the exams, and I have to wake up very early every day. So
Mhm.
that's the reason it was really hard for me continue with the meetings at 9 p.m. because I always oh my god, usually I go to the bed at 9 p.m. to sleep. So I am trying this new schedule because of that. And let me see, I study pharmacy at college. I have been here on Talk and Talk as a talker since the beginning of the pandemic. It was when I have met TNT and I started to practice. But oh my god, my tongue is I don't know what's happening. Sorry. But as a hostess, I have been here since March of last year. And let me see. That's it for now. Um, can you introduce yourself now, please, Marcela?
So I
We can't hear you. I don't know if it's just me, but it's cutting the audio.
okay.
Now it's okay.
So I am trying. My name is Marcela. I am 30 years old. I live in a city that the name is Mauá in São Paulo, and I study IT, information of technology. My graduation. I am searching an internship, and I studied English when the 2010, the year was the 2010, and so I'm trying to uh, study every day, and I I choose Talk and Talk. I search the uh, courses, and I search a social program that is Talk and Talk, and I'm trying now. And I need to practice English to choose a job. I don't know if I can, and I need to practice. So I have one son, that's name is Noah, and I like my hobby is embroidery, embroidery, ceramic, yoga. I like to read some books about self knowledge, and I like science, robotic, electronic, and I think it's this.
All right, thanks for sharing. Nice to meet you. And I hope you enjoy this meeting, right? And this time with us.
Okay.
You
Thank you.
found you found Talk and Talk to press, and it's the best place for that.
Okay.
It's sure. Yanka, can you go now, please?
Yes, of course. Good afternoon, girls. My name is Bianca. I am 27 years old. I was born in Itaquera, São Paulo, but nowadays I'm living in Campinas. It's a city in the metropolitan region, maybe, of São Paulo. And I'm doing my PhD in here. I live by myself with my cat Mary. In my free time, I like to go to the gym, to cook, drink wine or a beer, to take care of my house and myself, doing hydrating my hair or doing my nails or hydrating my face, this kind of thing to take care of me. And it's that.
Thanks, Yanka. I understand you. I love to paint my nails too. It's like a therapy for me. Andrea, go ahead.
Okay, good afternoon, girls. I have difficulty to say good afternoon because I am used to say good evening, so I need to pay attention myself to do it. Okay, I'm Andrea. I'm 46 years old. I live in Guarujá, but I was born in São Bernardo do Campo. But I have been living here since I was 7 years old, so it's a long time. I am married. I have no kids, no pets. I like so much to going. I like so much going to a rock concerts. I'm addicted on festival and rock and this kind of things. Unfortunately, I don't have so much money, because I would like to stay in a concert every weekend. Um, I like to listening to music, drink wine, yeah, and stay here on Talk and Talk because I think it's very important to practice my my speaking. And I am also addicted to stay here, because last week my husband was in our house because he lives in another city. He works in Ubatuba. So I didn't participate in another immersion here on Talk and Talk, just in my immersion on Mondays. And I was so, oh my gosh, I need to go to Talk and Talk to speak because I feel like I am a how can I say, a person that used a drug, and it's like in abstinence. It's crazy, guys, because I am here every day, so it's amazing. That's it.
Yes, yes, I confirm this. Andrea is
Yeah,
all my meetings, and I love it. And oh my God, you took the meeting of the other person too. When someone
yeah,
can guide. And I am just like this in CrossFit. I had to stay 1 week without going to the trainings because I had a problem in my foot. And oh my God, I was like abstinência too.
yeah,
I had to go to CrossFit. I don't know how to explain, but I I I went in this Monday in this week, even with the foot feeling pain yet, but I went because it's like a drug. I don't know how to explain. Oh my God.
yeah.
Thanks, Andrea. And about you, Juliana?
Hello, girls. Good afternoon. I'm Julie. I'm living in Belo Horizonte. I'm a lawyer in data protection, and I'm journalist too. I was very excited by Marcela's excitement. I would like to congratulate her. She speaks very well, and I can see and her joy in being here because it is the first time here. It's it's a good feeling to see. And that's it. It's my pleasure to stay here too.
Thanks, Ju. Thanks. And Andrea, I understand you when you said about the the good evening and good afternoon. When I started this meeting, I always said good evening because 1 year guiding immersions at night. It's strange when we change
Yeah.
the schedule, right?
Yeah, and we are always participating in a evening immersion, so it's difficult to stay in this
Yes,
time, at
yes,
least for me. Yeah.
totally. So, girls, thanks for sharing. Let's start with the questions, right? Let's go. Question number 2. What does self-sufficiency mean to you? Bianca, can you start, please? And after you finish your answer, you can choose another person to continue, right?
Okay. So what does self-sufficiency mean to you? I don't know if it's only to be okay with yourself, with your presence, but maybe enjoy doing things by yourself, and do not depending on anyone to do the things. Like it will be okay if you go to the cinema alone or with another person, or pass the Friday night with alone or with another person, to be okay with you and do not depend on another person to be okay doing the things, and living the life, I guess. I think it's that. What do you think, Andrea?
Yeah, I agree with you, Bianca. I was thinking here, and I think in a independent, how can I say, in a financial way too, when we have access, I don't know, we are able to buy the things that we want without depending to another person. I think it's like be a self-sufficiency. And I like your answer because I was thinking about do the things alone, go to places that you usually go to with another person. When you start doing it, I think you know more about yourself, and you don't need another person. It's good to have another person, of course, but when you do it alone, it's nice too, because, oh, okay, I can do it and I am enjoy in the same way. So I really like your answer. What about you, Marcela?
So I need a help of traducer, and I will explain my idea, okay? Self-sufficient for me and means having the ability to meet my own needs and achieve my goals without being overly dependent on others. It involves an emotional, financial, like you said, and personal independence, allowing me to make decisions and face challenges with confidence and resilience. Okay? Like this. And Bianca, please.
Oh, I've already answered. Maybe now it's Juliana.
Yes, Bianca, first person to answer.
Okay, sorry.
Your turn. Julie?
Oh, sorry. I think guys, girls, you said everything. I think like you, for yourself, sufficient, you need to do things for yourself, and they don't ask help for, don't depend the help on other people. I think that's it.
Yes, yes, I think you said everything, girls. I agree with all of you. Um, for me, it's like I said, I when I thought about this topic, it was not about like selfish person or things like that, but just exactly you said, being able to do the things by yourself and not depend others for do these things. It's good having someone to share the responsibilities and to share things, or just to have company to go to. I don't know, I have to go to buy some things. It's good to have a company, but some people don't some people are not able to do these things alone, just if there is someone with them. And I am a person who I live this reality in my house because I live with my aunt, and she is not old, and she walks. She's perfectly healthy, but she's a person who needs the others for everything. So I solve all his problems and all his things. I take care about her money. I take care about her bills. I take care about everything because she can't do the things alone. So if she has to go to a place to buy, I don't know, to buy uh anything. I have to go with her. For example, if she has to pay some bills or to get some money, like sacar dinheiro, I have to do these things because she's really dependent of everyone of the persons, and this person is me, right?
Mhm.
Because of that, I am a person who hates to depend the others. So I love going and solving my problems alone, because I know that she do this because not because she wants, like she she has, oh my God, she feels fear and things like, but it's exhausting. And so that's the reason I like to do the things by myself. And sometimes I don't like to share this responsibility because I know how exhausting it is. Can you get me the idea? So
Mhm.
I try to do. My mom says a lot, and you do your things alone every time. You don't share anything. We don't know almost nothing about your things. And I said yes because I like in this way and I prefer do my things alone. So that's it. Uh, let's go to the question number 3. Do you believe self-sufficiency is more important in certain areas of life than others? Why or why not? Can you start now, Marcela, please?
Yes. Um, Girls, I'm sorry about my vocabulary. I am using the Google Traductor uh, to help me, okay? In my opinion, financial area and emotional area is very important because I am an example. I was in a relationship. I stayed with a guy and together with a guy almost eight years. Okay, and in the time I closed my engineering college because I'm in love with him. I'm I'm in love with him. Okay, and I stopped all of my studies because here his dream was have a son, a child, okay? And I stopped all of my life to dedicate my life to my family. And I stopped the engineering and we together create a marketing digital company because it was the area that he works at the time in the past. And when I uh, when I went back to study the math and engineering, IT, like I said, he transformed with me. He getting cold. And when my son is 5 years, so the maternity is okay, and I went back to my studies, and he broke up with me, and I don't work anymore in the company, and I'm recomeçando my life. How can I say?
I don't know.
So
I think she can say is
Restart,
starting her
restart.
life. Yeah.
I'm restarting my life, and this fact affect all of my financial area, my emotional area, because when you have, if the person only like the interest about what you can do for the person. If you say no, I am going to uh, take care of me, the things change. So I study a lot. It was a federal university in Paraná. I get my and I have no money. I need to restart all the studies, and it's very, very important. We take care about us because it's very hard, very hard. We don't know the people, we don't know the person. It's very sad, but I'm here. I'm trying. I am improve my vocabulary, and I will get it. It's this.
I'm sorry about this, Marcela, but of course it's not easy. Basically, you gave up about your dreams, about your life because of him, and when you came back to these dreams, he didn't like, of course, and anyway, it's really sad, but at the same time, see you here, searching your goals and fighting for having your things, your dreams, and going, you know, fighting with this. I don't know how to explain, but it's a thing that a separation story and inspiration too, because of course I can't imagine how you feel after this. I don't know how long time the oh my god, how can I say, how long time this happened, but you are fighting for growth and searching your goals, and this is really good. And I am really happy you found this community.
Yes.
And I wish you all success and all the good things. And and I hope you achieve your goals and your your dreams. And that's it. My vocabulary today is awful too. So
Okay, thank you, thank you.
um, let's go. Can you choose another person to continue, please?
Juliana?
Yeah, yes. I think you said good things about the self no dependent. I think a financial area and emotionally, like you said, it's a real areas. People don't can can do things for yourself. I saw many women, especially many women, uh, uh, stay in the relationship because don't have money to divorce, and and they and they keep it in the bad relationship because don't have money. uh, and that's it. It's important all people be independent, have the self independence. And now, Andrea, what do you think about this?
Yes, I agree with you and Marcela. Marcela said something very interesting because for me, the first thing that I think it's about the financial way, you know. I have never needed to, for example, I've never stayed without a job, so I don't know how to need to my husband, for example. Of course, we share some bills, but I have my bills. I am able to buy everything that I want. I am able to buy my ticket to concerts, okay, because it's very expensive, and for me it's amazing. And something that you remind me, Marcela, for example, my husband don't like to go to rock concerts as I like. And I go alone. I go without him, but he not uh, alone. No, it's the opposite. I forgot. Prohibit me to do it. So I think it's amazing because sometimes it's difficult to have this independence, you know, not only financial independence, but sometimes you are married and your husband don't want you do different things. So my husband, I don't have problems with him. So I think it's important to have this self-sufficiency, you know, in a financial way, in an emotional way too. It's very important. Of course, sometimes you need some help to someone to advise you in some situations, but we need to have a good mind, you know, to keep going in your life. I think that's it. What about you, Bianca?
Well, I agree with you all, girls. To me, to be self-sufficient with money, it's more important. It's one of the area that it's more important in your lives, mainly for women. And I don't know, I am glad about my family. My mom always was a sufficient woman and a tough woman as well. So she taught me a lot of things related to that. Nowadays, I suffered of another thing, I guess, to be a lot self-sufficient, at the point to do not ask for help sometimes. So we have to find a balance, I think, between this thing. But I agree that be self-sufficient in the money area, it's really important.
Yes, girls, I agree with all of you. um, about this, and when Andrea and Juliana was talking about sometimes staying in a relationship because don't have money. I remember a situation that happened today at my job, and I want to share with you. Um, there was a woman uh, at the place that I work. It's a lab and a clinic too. So there is doctors and things like this. And there was a woman. She was going to do a Papa Nicolau exam, and unfortunately the doctor had to cancel the schedule because he had uh, imprevisto, and I called to her to the patient for reschedule the exam, and I said, can you reschedule for Monday? And she said not because, oh, sorry. And she said, not because to do this exam, I had to stay 2 days without sexual relation. And, because we have to, you have to have this abstinence of 2 days. And she said, and my husband will not like because we don't do this for 2 days. And if you schedule for Monday, it will be 4 days. So he didn't like, he won't like it. So please schedule for Wednesday or Thursday because my husband, I have to, you know and I don't know how to explain, but I felt at the time that I listened this, I had a bad feeling because the way that she was talking, it's like if she was an object and she had to be available, for his husband to do these things. And I said, oh my God, I don't know how to explain how bad I felt at this time. Um, I won't do an exam, an important exam for my health because my husband can't stay 4 days without sex, you know? So, and I was talking about this with a colleague and she said, and it's more common, this situation is more common than we imagined because a lot of women have to stay in this situation because she depends, of his husband for leave because a lot of women don't work and don't have money for leave by themselves, and it's really common, and it was like a shock de realidade for me. And when we were talking about this, Andrea, I remember this, and that's the reason I always say in the beginning of this year I was uh, oh my God, how can I say desempregada,
Unemployed.
unemployed, and now I was I had some emergency, emergency money, but I was depending of my parents for a lot of things, and I felt bad about this because I don't like to depend on others, and it was my parents. So imagine it with a husband. So that's the reason just like you, I prioritize having a job and like having my independence for. I don't know how to explain, guys, girl, sorry, but it's a thing that it's a priority. I know family is important, of course, and I respect all the women who gave up of her work or decides not to give up but prioritize staying home with family. I respect, but in my case I think I can't. It's not a thing that I can see myself in the future doing. So that's it. Everyone answered.
Yeah.
Did you understand the story about the woman, right?
Yeah, and it's so sad to hear about it, guys, because I don't know. I cannot see myself in a situation like that, because I am very independent since I was 15 years old. So yeah, it's difficult. It's not only financial way, but I am independent. I am myself and I do what I want. So it's difficult to hear about it. Yeah.
Yes, I saw another patient. Um, she came to the clinic and she asked me, do you guys have the exam transvaginal? I don't know how to say this in English, right? And I said, yes, yes. And she said, who is the doctor? And I said, it's fulano de tal. It's a man. It was a man doctor. And she said, no, I don't want. It has to be a woman because my husband does not allow me do this exam with a man doctor. You know, it's very common, very, very common. And oh my God. Anyway, let's go to the next question. We have time for more questions. Mm, let me see. It's a question number 4. How do you balance being self-sufficient with asking for help when needed? Ianca was talking about this a little bit, right? Can you start, Ianca, now?
Yes. I don't know if I know the answer. I don't know, guys, how to do this actually. I don't know if I know when I have to ask for help. But yeah, actually, I don't know how to answer this one. I'm learning. I'm sorry. Do you have some tips, Andrea?
Yeah, okay, it's difficult because I am like you, I am a person that don't like so much to ask for help. I feel like I am sometimes, depending on the situation, if I ask for help, I feel like I am irresponsible or yeah, not irresponsible, the word that I want to use, guys. Even in Portuguese, I forgot the word. Uh, anyway, it's like I am not capable to do the things. So sometimes I feel it, and sometimes I prefer do the things alone or by myself, or I don't know. Uh, Mainly in my job, it's difficult for me ask for help, but yeah, I think we need to at least try to find this balance, and understand that sometimes uh, we are not able to do everything. It's impossible. So sometimes we need to allow us to ask help for someone. I know that it's hard, at least for me, it's very hard, but I am trying to change a little, and think more about it. What about you, Juliana?
So I'm living for my own, and so I'm used to carry weight alone. If I wait for a man carry things for me, oh my gosh, I will die. So I need to do things for myself. And I don't know. I'm trying to ask help, but no, no the time. I don't have help. And that's it, guys.
And about you, Marcela?
And so I separate some tips for us, like self-knowledge. We need to recognize our abilities and limitations, learning mindset, change our mindset, cultivate an open attitude to constantly learn and grow, and accessing the contest. Consider the contest and available resources before deciding whether to solve a problem by ourselves or ask for help. And analyze, né? I think it's important to we need help sometimes, okay?
Yes, yes. In my case, I am like Andrea and Bianca too, because uh, I don't know, but I am a super methodic person, and I like to do the things, especially my things, very perfectly, you know. And sometimes other people don't do the way that I do. So I especially Virgo feeling, yes, totally. Yes, and sometimes I ask for help and the person doesn't do the way that I want. I have the two jobs, asking and do the thing again. So sometimes I prefer just do and not asking for help because of that. But it's dangerous too because sometimes we feel overwhelmed, you know, and things like this. Uh, in questions like house things, like like work. Oh my God, house jobs, no home jobs. Like I have so much help of my family because I stay all day uh, out of my house, because I work, I train, I go to college. So basically, I just stop in house for sleep, and I don't have these responsibilities about clean the house, making food, prepare food, and my family helps me a lot with that. But in my things, like my problem, my personal things, personal problems to solve, I like to do alone because I don't know how to explain, but I prefer stay tired but see the things in the perfect way that I want than ask for someone do and see in the way that I don't like. It's strange. It's a crazy thing, but yeah, that's me. It's exhausting too, this being a perfectionist person sometimes because it's like it's the feeling that we are never satisfied. I don't know if this word exists, but it's like é como se a gente nunca tivesse satisfeito. But sometimes it's true. So yeah, it's exhausting. I think Andrea understands me.
Yeah, totally. And guys, the word that I was trying to remember, it's incompetent, I feel like I am an incompetent person if I don't do the things by myself or just I am like Elida. I prefer do the things to not do twice, maybe if I ask for someone to do the things for me, this person will not do in a right way or just in a way that I want, so I prefer to. That's it. It's crazy. It's a Virgo feelings, definitely. You are muted. Yeah.
I realize it now. Everyone answered this question. I think yes. Girls, I think we have time for one more question very quickly because we will have another meeting at 3. But let me skip to the question number 10 and we will answer very quickly, right? In what areas of your life do you feel most self-sufficient and why? And what area do you want to be more self-sufficient? You are trying to be. Juliana.
I think for looking for a job, this area, it's I do this for myself, but I ask help too. Um, I financial, I think it's the area more important for me.
Bianca, and about you?
I feel more self-sufficient at my job, I guess, because depend only me and my boss, so it's great. And I would like to be more self-sufficient in my love area, maybe. I don't know if it's possible to be self-sufficient in this area, but I would like to be less needy, menos carente sometimes. So it's that.
Yes, me too. I repeat your answer, Bianca, about the love area. Sometimes I think that essa carência, it's bad, because sometimes I do things that I want to do, but just because oh my God, it's awful. And yeah, the area that I am self-sufficient, I would say my job too. And that's it. Andrea.
Yes, I agree with you, girls. I think I am self-sufficient in my job, uh, financial way. And now I'm getting better, but a time ago, I would like to be more self-sufficient, like not depending to do the things with other people. Now I can do my things alone, but in the past it was really hard for me. And thank God I am changed the way. I think I'm getting older, so I think because of this.
And you, Marcela?
So I think I'm self-sufficient in home care and in the education with my son, I think. And I need to be more self-sufficient in a financial area because I think I'm a little insecurity. I don't know if it's a belief that holds me back or because of trauma. I don't know, but I'm working this and I will get it.
All right, all right. Our time is over, girls. Oh my God, so fast. I put the link of the survey on the chat, right? Marcela, we have this link. It's a survey, and it's for you talkers. Give feedback for us to improve our meetings and to give suggestions about topics to bring in the next meetings. You can say what you thought about this immersion, about me, and please answer the survey. It's really important for us. I love it this time with you girls. It was a really good conversation. I again welcome Marcela to this family, to this community. I hope you enjoy a lot. Try to go to another meetings with another hosts. You will have amazing experiences. And anyone can share something.
No, thank you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. It was amazing.
Yes.
Yes, I wish you girls a great weekend and hope to see you again next Saturday in the same time. Bye bye. Have a
Bye
great day.
bye.